First of all, I give thanks to our Almighty God for giving us this beautiful day and amazing hour. Respected our chairperson, Ms. Xie, also my respect to our head GB, and my most respect to our special guest today, Medovi Rhi, President Naga Student Federation, my friend, my sir, tall and bold leader, visionary leaders of our society. Also, my most respect to man, Dr. Theyiesinuo Keditsu, a gorgeous woman, popularly known as Mekhala Mama, an influencer, poet, educator, also fashion icon. And my most respect to our Princess of Nagaland, Miss Hikali Achumi, reading Miss Nagaland 2022. And everyone present here, ladies and gentlemen, I, on behalf of the organizers, extend my greetings and warmly welcome each and every one of you to this auspicious event.
Respected chairperson, colleagues, and our special guests, and all members gathering over here. I would like to speak in Theyiesinuo, our mother's land. So some of you may not know Theyiesinuo, may excuse. Theyiesinuo, it's a good. They were to say, you go. Ego Kisadi, put Kilo Kabe was the Ego good, it's a good Puligi, our Kagasla, you go program the to represent. You know, it's there, the Pube, what is the version there? There you go to Magugure, Lega Mazele. Unagama, we have known that choose the common language, I think. We use the Nagamis as our common language, but it is the mostly the mix of the Assamese. So I think it is not our choosing common language.
On behalf of my colleagues and on behalf of the youth and students community, I want to congratulate especially our Phoutha Peli for organizing this Khoupfhünyi in honor of our women and preserving our culture, costume, led by Convener Theyiesinuo and his team. Taking this privilege, I also want to express my gratitude, especially to our forefathers and elders, for observing this festival in honor of our women folks. Taking this moment, I also want to remind all of us, our women are not just a housewife, breadwinner of the family, but they are the strong pillar of our society and our nation. Let all continue to respect and honor our women folks. We Naga have celebrated the recent 78th of Naga Independence Day. Today, I also wish a warm routine where we cannot share, where we cannot celebrate the festivals together. As we Naga have inherited so many things from our forefather, which is culturally accepted today, and some of the tradition and custom are staying invalid in present days. It is up to the present generations to make a wise choice to uphold those traditions and customs that benefit and uplift our people in this present context. We must protect, promote, and preserve those cultures that inherited from our pagan forefathers that unite our people. Show the world of our identity in terms of our costume and habit, the culture that promote the merit of hard work and honesty.
Well, I extend my heartiest gratitude to the wonderful Phoutha Peli Chiechama for inviting me as one of the special guests alongside these prominent figures. I feel deeply humbled and honored to be among you all today in this auspicious celebration. Thank you very much for having me. And I am thrilled to see so many vibrant youths today here in Chiechama, proudly celebrating our cultural festival and reminiscing our traditions. As the theme itself says, embracing virtues of roots and oneness. It's a joy to be a part of a tribe that values its heritage. My name is Hikali Achumi, Miss Nagaland 2022, and also an ambassador of anti-drug campaign, Z. So I was asked to talk a little bit about my campaign about drugs, so I will be focusing more on that as well. However, it is truly heartwarming to see so many young faces gathered here today. And we are here at the right moment to celebrate this festival, following what our hearts desire, with our friends, to enjoy, to celebrate, and to be happy. And yes, why not? Why shall we not utilize our youthful times to our fullest, right? And take the fullest advantage while we are young, as this is our prime age. However, as we reveal in our freedom, let's not forget that we'll be carrying the consequences of our actions throughout our life. Let's remember that God is going to judge us in whatever we do.
Thank you so much for this opportunity to share a few thoughts. Preparing for this speech has allowed me to do quite a lot of research on the topic of Khoupfhünyi and learn about this festival. We gather here today not just to mark the end of another season of toil, but to honor a tradition that has sustained our people through generations. Khoupfhünyi, our festival of celebration after rice transplantation, is more than an event. It is a testament to the values that bind us as a community, to the wisdom that guides us in our lives, and to the respect we owe to the women among us, to each other, and to the land that sustains us. There is a lesson in the observance of Khoupfhünyi that is as relevant today as it was in the days of our forefathers and foremothers: the importance of community. In this festival, we see the spirit of togetherness that our ancestors cherished. Even in a time when some may have more resources to finish the fieldwork faster, more manpower, perhaps more accessible fields, or favorable circumstances, Khoupfhünyi taught us to wait for the last one among us to finish their fieldwork, or to lend a hand to those who were lagging behind. This is not merely an agricultural practice, it is a philosophy of life. In fieldwork, as in life, our ancestors saw themselves not as isolated individuals, but as part of a greater whole. They understood that our well-being is tied to the well-being of our neighbor, that we belong not only to ourselves, but to one another. For years, we have been fed the lie that we must choose between our cultural heritage and our Christian faith. But this new generation has opened our eyes, and we know that we can be both rooted in our culture and in our faith. As it says in Galatians 6:2, Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. This is what Khoupfhünyi represents, a fulfillment of a law older than time, a law that calls us to see beyond our individual needs and recognize our shared humanity. Central to this festival is the recognition of the role of women in our community. In Khoupfhünyi, we do not simply acknowledge the labor of women in agriculture, we honor it. We recognize that the fertility of our land, the food security of our people, rests in the hands of our mothers and daughters. And we do not do so just in personal private gestures, but in public ritualized acts that affirm their importance. Our village, Chiechama, has long respected women, not only in word, but in deed. This is a virtue that we must uphold, we must share with others, set an example. A virtue that is rare and precious, one that must be nurtured and celebrated. The wisdom of this festival is also reflected in its timing. As my father translated from Dr. Sahozelia's book on Angami customs, Khoupfhünyi comes at a time when last year's harvest is running low and the new harvest is still some months away. It is a time when resources are starting to run out. Some may have more rice, others only corn, some may have more animals, some less. But in Khoupfhünyi, everyone shares what they have so that all may partake in the bounty. This is not just a sharing of food, but a sharing of life, of blessing, of hope. Again, I'm going to quote the Bible. It says in Hebrew, "And do not forget to do good and share with others, for with such sacrifices God is pleased." What can we learn from this? That the wisdom of our elders lies not in their wealth, but in their generosity, in their understanding that what we have is not ours alone, but a gift to be shared. Could we not, in our modern lives, learn from this? Could we not share our knowledge, our skills, our possessions, so that all may experience a fuller life? Finally, I want to reflect on a practice that was part of Khoupfhünyi, one that may seem strange to us, but holds a profound lesson. Some sources tell us that food was prepared separately for the forest spirits or deity. Other sources say that part of what was cooked was left in the forest as an offering. This practice reminds us of a deep connection between our people and our land, between human life and the life of nature. Our ancestors understood that nature, the land, the forest, these are not separate from us, but part of our life force, part of our future. In fact, it was taboo, kena, to harvest everything, to pluck all the ripe fruits from the tree, to harvest all the grain from the field. We were always to leave a little bit for the forest, for the unseen forces that protect and sustain us. Psalms 24:1 says, "The earth is the Lord's and everything in it, the world and all who live in it." This was the wisdom of our ancestors, a wisdom that we would do well to remember in our own time. Even in our new faith, does it not teach us to be wise stewards of God's creation? As we move forward into feasting and merriment, let us do so with a profound sense of gratitude for the land that sustains us, for the community that supports us, for the women who nurture us, and for the wisdom of our forefathers and foremothers. Let us commit to honoring God by honoring each other and His creation. For it is together, only together as a community, that we and future generations can truly prosper. I would like to thank the organizers for the privilege to spend this special day with my village elders, my brothers and sisters. To say that I am from Chiechama is one of my greatest honors. May the success of this celebration encourage us to celebrate Khoupfhünyi for years to come. Thank you.
Sir, first of all, apni introduce koi jo paro.
Thank you NLTV. Mola namdo Tepuria Theyiesinuo moi aji celebration la idu convener se.
Idu Khoupfhünyi festival. Idu do 2024 day celebrate create na apnyan puila bar celebrate kuri ahi thage. Kidu de yadi apnyan IKTV koi thage se ke idu Khoupfhünyi festival do bishi important ase. Chiechama manon karne. To idu labi all of highlight kuri diwi aro idu celebrate kuri thage laga. Idu labi all of highlight kuri dio.
Idu Khoupfhünyi do mogan idula man Agoste man mani thage. Khoupfhünyi do mogan maki kan la festival in mogan women festival idu koi, and in order to get good harvest or bountiful harvest mogan idu karne mani thage. Aji yate mani thage do mogan ini mogan la peer group Phoutha Peli kuina aji do ini mogan it alop alak te ra celebrate kuru kuina aina yate celebrate kuri ase. Idu do mogan do pola ra idu Khoupfhünyi do mani thage every year August. Aro mogan festival do mogan la bosti manu khan do Khoupfhünyi aro sikrini do itu सबसे important ase mogan karne do. Aro mogan sikrini bi mani thage will be Khoupfhünyi do itia kiki mogan veggies can be kal mogan la crops can be available ho jay. Itu karne itu la festival da alop special ekta dish kiki hule bi itu la celebration do special ina wara mani thage man.
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and Twitter.